students. Today we are going to see the organic chemistry, the first chapter, hydroxy compounds and ethers. This is the unit number 11, hydroxy compounds and ethers. Many organic compounds containing the OH group, which is play an important role in our body. An organic compound which containing the hydroxyl group, that is the main functional group, is OH. So this is the functional group of alcohol. We call it as a hydroxy compounds. So the organic compound which containing hydroxyl group as a functional group is called as a hydroxy compounds. Many organic compounds, for example, if we take cholesterol, which is found and important in the cell membrane. So cholesterol, that is OL, it is an alcoholic functional group. And another example is retinol. Here also OL, the alcohol is a functional group. So retinol, which is the storage of vitamin A, that is vitamin A, we know it finds application in the proper functioning of our eyes. So these two are the biological important, that is the cholesterol as well as retinol, they are the biological importance in the human body. But many industrial uses as well as medicinal uses, also some organic, that is hydroxy compounds are used. For example, methanol, that is methyl alcohol, CH3OH, which is using as an industrial solvent. That means for dissolving many organic compounds, this methanol is used as a solvent. Second, ethanol, that is C2H5OH, that is ethyl alcohol, which is additive to petrol. That means along with the petrol, ethanol is also used as a fuel. Third, isopropyl alcohol or 2-propanol, which is used as a skin cleanser for injection. So these are the introduction part of the hydroxy compounds. That means cholesterol as well as retinol having a biological importance, methanol, ethanol, and that is isopropyl alcohol, these having the industrial uses. So in this chapter we are going to see the preparation, properties and uses of alcohols generally, that is methanol, ethanol, glycol, glycerol and phenol. So these compounds, preparation, properties and uses, now we are going to see. The next important question is classification of alcohols. Alcohols can be classified based on the number of hydroxyl groups, that is how many OH group is present. So based on the number of hydroxyl groups and the nature of the carbon to which the functional group is attached. That is, nature of the carbon means whether it is a sp3 hybridization or sp2 hybridization. So depending upon the hybridization, that is the nature of the carbon, and as well as depends on the number of hydroxyl groups, the alcohols can be classified. See, alcohols, they are divided into two types. Based on their number of OH groups, it may be classified into monohydric alcohol and polyhydric alcohol. Monohydric alcohol means the alcohol which contains only one OH group. Polyhydric alcohol means more than two, that is 2, 3, 4, etc. So it is a polyhydric alcohol. Then monohydric alcohol also divided into the OH group which is attached to sp3 carbon. Then other one, the OH group is attached to sp2 carbon. That means if all the bonds are single bond and if OH group is present means it is a sp3 hybridization, and if having a double bond means it is a sp2 hybridization. See, in polyhydric alcohol, the dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, hexahydric alcohol, these three. For dihydric alcohol, the example is glycol. For trihydric alcohol, example is glycerol. For hexahydric alcohol, it is an sorbitol, is nothing but a sweetening agent. Instead of cane sugar, we have used the artificial sweetening agent is sorbitol. It is otherwise called as hexahydric alcohol. So these are the example for polyhydric alcohol. The monohydric alcohol for further classified into alkyl, is allyl alcohol as well as benzyl alcohol. The alkyl alcohol means it may be divided into primary, secondary and tertiary. If the OH group is attached to only CH2, that is CH3, CH2OH, it is called as ethanol. If the OH group is attached to CH carbon, we call it as a secondary alcohol or isopropyl alcohol. If the OH group is attached to only carbon which contains 3 methyl group, we call it as a tertiary. So tertiary alcohol. So these are all the alkyl alcohol, that is ethyl, isopropyl, then butyl. So all are alkyl, methyl, ethyl, propyl, isopropyl, butyl. Then these are all example for alkyl alcohols. Then allyl alcohol means the allyl functional group is CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2. This group alone we call it as a allyl. So OH group is there. Example allyl alcohol. Then C6H5 means we call it as a phenyl. But C6H5 CH2 means we call it as a benzyl. So benzyl alcohol. That is a monohydric alcohol based on their sp3 hybridization. We can classify them into alkyl alcohol, allyl alcohol and benzyl alcohol. So these are the important question. Classification of alcohols based on their number of OH group, monohydric and polyhydric. Based on the number of carbon, that is nature of the carbon means alkyl, allyl, benzyl. For alkyl alcohol, primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. For allyl alcohol, that is having a double bond. So it is an unsaturated alcohol, allyl alcohol. Then benzyl alcohol means along with the benzene ring extra, that is phenyl methanol is the IUPAC name. Benzyl alcohol is a common name. Next, the very important question, preparation of alcohols. There are so many methods for the preparation of alcohol, but this is the first type of preparation and is a separate question. This is fully one question. How will you prepare primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol using Grignard reagent? So from Grignard reagent, how will you prepare primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols? And this is the answer for that question. We know in 11th standard we studied Grignard reagent. That is alkyl or aryl magnesium halide is called as Grignard reagent. See, alkyl magnesium halide, one alkyl group, that is methyl, or aryl group C6H5. So either alkyl group or aryl group along with the magnesium as a metal and halogen, any halide group like chlorine, bromine or iodine. Here I took only bromine atom. So alkyl magnesium halide, this is called as a Grignard reagent. So for primary alcohol, if you want to prepare primary alcohol, we have to take formaldehyde. Formaldehyde formula HCHO. So when we reacting this Grignard reagent with the formaldehyde, the presence of ether as a solvent, first this phenyl group or the methyl group, that is C6H5 group alone come and attach to carbon, and the MgBr, that is magnesium and bromine, attaches to oxygen. Now we get an intermediate. The C6H5 comes and add here to become C6H5CH. Then this MgBr come and add with O. So it forms OMgBr. Then further hydrolysis using water. Hydrolysis means hydro, that is water. Lysis means breaking. So using water, H and OH. So this MgBrOH comes out. Remaining this H alone add with O to form as a OH. So now we get C6H5CH2OH. So we know any functional group, that is a OH group attached to CH2 means it is a primary alcohol. Phenyl methanol. Suppose if we taking instead of phenyl group, if we take methyl, here we get ethanol. So phenyl group instead of C6H5, if you take CH3 means it forms as a CH3 CH2OH. So anyway, which is it's otherwise called benzyl alcohol, or if you take methyl magnesium bromide means we get a ethanol. But both are a primary alcohol. So for getting a primary alcohol, we should take what? So it's the formaldehyde react with the Grignard reagent. Then second, if you want a secondary alcohol, that is OH group attached to only CH, we have to take acetaldehyde. For primary alcohol, formaldehyde. For secondary alcohol, we have to take acetaldehyde. The same Grignard reagent, CH3MgBr. When we reacting with the acetaldehyde, CH3CHO, the same mechanism. The methyl group alone add with this carbon, that is CH3. This MgBr goes and add with oxygen to form, now double bond becomes single bond, so OMgBr. Now this is an intermediate, we have to make them hydrolysis with water. So here this MgBr takes away this OH, form as MgBrOH, and this H alone goes and add with here to form CH3 twice CHOH. So isopropyl alcohol, or we call it as a 2-propanol. It is a secondary alcohol. So for the secondary alcohol preparation, the starting material is acetaldehyde with the Grignard reagent. Then third one is tertiary butyl alcohol. If you want tertiary butyl alcohol, we have to take acetone, that is dimethyl ketone. So same Grignard reagent, CH3MgBr. When we reacting with acetone formula, CH3COCH3. Here also same mechanism. This methyl group alone goes and add with the carbon, that is here. This MgBr goes and add with the oxygen, double bond becomes single bond, so OMgBr. Then next step is hydrolysis using water, H plus and OH. This MgBr takes away this OH to form MgBrOH, and remaining hydrogen is attached to here to form 3-methyl group, that is CH3, 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 C. This along O, this H is H from the water, add to form a tertiary butyl alcohol, or the IUPAC name is 2-methyl 2-propanol. So this is a very important question. The question again I am repeating. How will you prepare a primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol using Grignard reagent? Or how the Grignard reagent reacts with formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and acetone to form the respective alcohols. So very important question. The next method of preparation of alcohol is reduction of carbonyl compound. First we have to know what is carbonyl compound. The compounds which are having ketone, aldehyde and ester as a functional group means we call it as a carbonyl compound. So from carbonyl compound, how will you prepare alcohols? So this is also an important question. How will you prepare alcohol from carbonyl compound? First, before seeing this equation, we have to know what are the example for reducing agents. Say lithium aluminium hydride, sodium borohydride, Raney nickel, sodium amalgam, that is NaHg, sodium amalgam presence of water. So these are the best reducing agents which are using to reduce the ketones and aldehydes to their respective alcohols. So first we are going to see the reaction of acetone, that is ketone as a functional group. So if you are using reducing agent, so ketone reduces to a secondary alcohol. CH3, C double bond O, CH3, that is acetone, the presence of lithium aluminium hydride, it forms the CO group is reduced to CHOH, that is nothing but only 2 hydrogen is added here. 1 hydrogen here, other 1 hydrogen from 2O. So 2 hydrogen. We know addition of hydrogen is a reduction reaction. So acetone reduces to form propan-2-ol. Next reduction reaction is benzoic acid, that is C6H5COOH, benzoic acid, undergoing reduction reaction with the lithium aluminium hydride. Here also this 1 oxygen is removed and adding, that is addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen is taking place here. So it changes into C6H5CH2OH. So nothing but instead of this only 1 oxygen, 2 hydrogen is added. See, instead of C6H5C, for this oxygen alone, 2 hydrogen is added and remaining thing OH. So anyway, this carboxyl group is reduced to alcohol group. The third one is ester. We know RCOOR, that is ethyl acetate or ethyl ethanoate, reduction with the lithium aluminium hydride, which contains 2 molecules of ethanol. See here also C2H5OH. Here this CO group is reduced to CH2 group. So ethyl ethanoate or ethyl acetate reduces to give 2 molecules of ethanol. So these 3 reactions are important. Suppose if any molecules or any compound which containing 2 functional group means, that is if 2 functional group, there is keto and acid group. See, in this molecule, CO group is a keto group and COOH group is the acid group. If both the groups are present means we have to use a specific reducing agent is sodium borohydrate. For the above three reactions, we are using lithium aluminum hydrate. If the compound itself containing two functional group means we have to use sodium borohydrate. Here also the CO group is alone is reduced to CHOH. Then remaining thing is same. So CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH2, COOH. So 4-methyl 4-hydroxy butanoic acid. COOH is a functional group. So keep them as 1, 2, 3, 4th carbon only. OH group is there and the same 4th carbon only methyl group as a functional group. That is a substituent. So 4-methyl 4-hydroxy butanoic acid. So this is also an important question. How will you prepare alcohols from carbonyl compounds? The next preparation for the alcohol is dihydric alcohol. So we know dihydric alcohol means compounds which containing 2 OH group. 2 hydroxyl group means we know that is dihydric alcohol. So there is only one preparation for glycol. So very important 2 mark question. How will you prepare glycol from ethene molecule? That is hydroxylation, hydroxyl, that is H2O of ethylene, which is using cold dilute alkaline potassium permanganate. So it's called as a Bayer's reagent, which gives ethylene glycol. So cold, we know cold, dilute, adding excess of water, alkaline, that is which adding with the sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, any alkaline, potassium permanganate. This reagent we call it as a Bayer's reagent. So when ethene, which undergoes hydrolysis using Bayer's reagent, it is readily changes into glycol. That is ethylene glycol or ethane 1,2 diol. This is IUPAC name, ethane 1,2 diol. CH2OH, single bond CH2OH. So very important question. Convert or the question may ask like that. Ethene structure is given and arrow mark Bayer's reagent and what is the product. Likewise also this question will ask. So how will you prepare glycol from ethene? The next preparation is a preparation of trihydric alcohol. Trihydric means the compounds which contain 3 OH groups. So trihydric alcohol, example is glycerol, that is propane 1, 2, 3, because 3 carbon is there, so the root word is prop, all are single bond, so propane, and 3 OH group is there, so first, second, third, so propane 1, 2, 3 trial. And how it is prepared, how glycerol is prepared, or what is saponification reaction. See, saponification reaction means the alkaline hydrolysis of, we are taking here sodium hydroxide, very important reagent, the alkaline, that is alkali sodium hydroxide of long chain fatty acid. This structure is called as long chain fatty acid. Very easy structure. See, CH2O, CO, CH2 14 times. So we have to extend, see, because it is a long chain fatty acid. CH2 14 CH3. The same way here, instead of CH2 we are using only CH, because in glycerol structure also CH2 first carbon, third carbon also CH2, but the second carbon is CH. Similarly here, remaining everything is same, this only this structure is different. Here CH2, CH, CH2, same oxygen, same CO group and same CH2 14 and CH3. This full structure we call it as a long chain fatty acid, and specifically it is named as glyceryl palmitate, that is palmitic acid. So it is ester of palmitic acid, is the glyceryl palmitate. When it is hydrolyzed with the alkali, that is unheating with the 3 molecules of NaOH, it forms glycerol. Easy one. Here 3 hydrogen is there, NaOH. So this 3 hydrogen combines with this molecule CH2O, CHO, CH2O. This 3 hydrogen is gases and forms as a glycerol, and remaining structure is CH3, CH2 14, CO, and it is reacting with here remaining what, ONA. So this ONA is present. So 3 Na is there. So it is a 3 molecules of sodium palmitate. This name is glyceryl palmitate after forming glycerol, and it forms a sodium palmitate. This is called as a soap. So in the soap manufacturing industry, one of the byproduct is glycerol. So this reaction is called the saponification reaction. So very important 2-mark question. So how will you prepare dihydric alcohol? How will you prepare trihydric alcohol is over. So far we discussed about the introduction part, then classification of alcohols, then preparation of alcohols. By using, in preparation of alcohol, there is 2 methods very important. One is how will you prepare alcohol from Grignard reagent, and number 2, how will you prepare from the reduction of carbonyl compound, and also preparation of glycol as well as glycerol. So in the next class we will see about the properties of alcohols.